But you know, when you wake up in the fucking morning, you're the only person that can take action and help yourself out. You're the only person that can speak up. You're the only person that can defend yourself. And you're the only person that can change being a loser to a winner. And to be someone who's great is to be someone who doesn't listen to naysayers and doesn't listen to haters. If you wanted it bad enough, think about if you went your whole life chasing one goal, do you really think if you actually tried and actually put in the necessary amount of effort, you wouldn't achieve it? It's inevitable when you believe in yourself. And that's why when you wake up, you gotta believe.
About time you become that person you knew you always could be. How do you do that? You break the fucking mold, guys. You get the fuck out of bed when it's cold, when it's early. You do something away from the normality of what you've been doing. That's psychotic behavior. Doing the same thing, expecting a different result doesn't work that way. You must switch up the mainframe. Switch it up if you want a different result, man. Why not try it, man? Shock the system. Start with an earthquake, man. What I mean by that is, yeah, get up at 4 in the fucking morning one day. Just one day. And go for a fucking run. Commit to one day. And see how you feel. You can't talk it all the time. You gotta walk it. Commit to one day. Try it. See how it feels. Getting up that fucking early when everyone else is asleep. Or it's that cold. When everybody else says, no, this is not comfortable. We shouldn't do this. You say, yes, motherfucker, I'm gonna introduce myself to you.
You're fucking dead to figure out why you died. Do it while you are living.
If you look the same for long enough and you don't want to, clearly something's not working. I think people kind of fear taking that first step into progress because it's going to result in a change. You know, change can be kind of scary for people. Oh, I don't want to bulk up. I don't want to lose my abs, right? Oh, I don't want to cut down. I don't like dieting. Oh, I'm going to lose my strength. You know, when people think about changing the way that they operate in the gym, it's just like an immediate jump to the negative aspects of that change. You know, I hardly hear anybody apart from the dudes who are actually making progress getting hyped up about like being stronger on the bulk and getting crazy pumps, you know, or somebody who's legit shredded. They're like, holy shit, look at this. They're doing curls and like they can see their veins poking out. If you can only see the negative aspects, then of course you're never gonna want to fucking change.
You know you could be the one if you really wanted to, right? You know that, right? But see, you keep playing the what if game. What if it don't work out this? What if it don't work out that? Nigga, what if it do? What if it do work out? Then what? You gonna be happy, right? You can't say you want to win, but then you scared to lose. What kind of sense does that make? If you put your head down and lock in on the vision, how could you not win? The only thing that's gonna cause you to lose is your mentality. But that's between you and you, though.
Don't change what you're doing and how you do it. Nothing else will change.
In life, folks, you cannot change your life unless you change something. If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got.
I just cracked one day and I was like, fuck happiness. Because it felt so out of reach that I was like, just fuck it. I'm not even gonna shoot for it. I'm just gonna do stuff. And that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just going to do stuff. And what happened was like a few years later, a few days later, I looked up and I was like, huh, I'm not miserable.
If you give up on your dreams, what do you have left? Nothing.
You want to be. So you just want to be like everybody else that roams the world, not knowing the power that's in them. Being fine with being mediocre. You want to go back to who you were, huh, David?
This is the comeback. Maybe you're in a rut, maybe you've just experienced failure, or maybe you're just lost. But this is the part in your story where the momentum shifts. This is where you find the drive that you've been looking for. It is now. This is the start of your comeback. The vision that you have for your future, everything you so desire, is begging you to pick yourself up and begin your journey.
Forgive me. And you believe that I mean, I'm truly sorry. Do my best not to ever do that again. If you believe that, and then you forgive me. First order of business is for me to change the behavior that I have so I don't have to come say sorry to you again. That I think we miss sometimes. That sometimes people go, I'm sorry, forgiven. Oh, cool, we're even. All right, back to it. And all of a sudden you're like, you did it again. Dude, have a little, I thought you were gonna course correct. You know, I've got to course correct. The offenders, for the first order of business for the offender to go, I'm gonna do what I can not to have to say I'm sorry to you again.
If you talk about work-life balance as a 22-year-old man, you're hanging out with the wrong people. If you're under 30 years old, you have no reason to not go 100% all in on your goals. Because the true downside is what? You're in the exact same position you currently are, but you get another experience. And the upside is you get everything that you ever wanted.
I've been there, my friend, and I know how you feel. Right now you're in the dark, and there's nobody else but you. You're scared, and you want somebody to come and save you. But nobody's coming to save you, my friend. You have to find a way to get out the dark and turn the lights back on yourself. You hear me? You gotta get up, my friend. You gotta move. You gotta breathe. You gotta get up and keep going, you hear me? You gotta move, my friend. You gotta move. You gotta move and turn the lights back on.
I don't even know what the word balance means. Fuck balance. In all seriousness. Like, who the fuck wants to have balance? Be great. Like, when you reflect back on things that you've done in your life, you're like, oh yeah, I was pretty average at everything, but I had some serious balance. Fuck that. Like, I don't see the point in that at all. Go all in. Everything you have.
That nobody was coming to fucking save me. And I hated myself. And that was the hardest pill to... I was depressed. People ask me this all the time. I was depressed. I would look at myself in the mirror every day. My face is like swollen. My stomach hanging out. I can't even see my penis when I look down. My tits are jiggling. I was unhappy with myself. I hated myself. But I understood something. I understood that nobody was coming to fucking save me. And that was the hardest pill to swallow, because I would say to my therapist all the time, what do you do when you know no one's coming to save you, but you're unable to save yourself? The only person who can change the circumstances in your life is you. Life moves too fast. Everybody got their own problems. Ain't nobody worried about you. Even if I had committed suicide in my lowest days, the internet would have cried for 24 hours. On the 25th hour, they would have moved on to the next controversy. I would have been forgotten about. All you got in this world is you, the word you make to yourself, the discipline you hold yourself accountable to, your family, and God. Nothing else. So focus.
I don't want to live in a hole anymore. It makes me feel poor.
We are poor, but we're happy.
Come see, come saw. Anyway, the views are better above ground. I mean, I'm 7 non-Fox years old now. My father died at 7.5. I don't want to live in a hole anymore. I'm going to do something about it.